EA Sports. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. They move the tight end all over. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Looking downfield, it's King. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football, so the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
On the option. On the move at the 30. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance. And right here, just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. They'll put the tight end in motion. They feed him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line, because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Finds his tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They go 83 yards on the drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense set for a first down play. To throw, it's Sanders. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Can anyone catch him? The 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be... And they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
Hey, if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll line up to go for 2. Trying to surge it in. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Back to pass, it's King. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Fires to the wideout. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Looking for a block, it's Hunter. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. On first down, here comes this offense. He needed that extra space as he banged his way to the 14. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Gonna try to get it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Hayden. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bucs! Getting aggressive here and going for two.
White 53. White 53.
Looking to throw. Pressure coming. And they swarm him under.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Soft spot in the middle. Pass to Tad. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing him. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Handoff from the shotgun. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But
oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Ball is loose. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still has it.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. At the 45, on his way. And he's running in the open. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Dropping back, it's King. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On the move. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Dropping back, it's Sanders. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's good. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pearson. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make...
Deep shot for the end zone. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wants to throw. He's got it inside the 30. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to the quarterback. Looking for a deep man. And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Sanders. Another incompletion on third down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking the shot. Ball in the air, intercepted!
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
The give out of the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On the run, it's Haynes. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys guys are piling up some serious yardage total. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Direct snap. Past the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
To the air, it's King. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown! Georgia Tech!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. And this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his man. It's Hood. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Finds the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Grab near the marker. It's Hood. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Quarterback now breaking the field. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Buffaloes have pushed it inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his target down the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And they're able to get him on the ground. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! They'll line up to go for 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
22.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw, it's King. Going deep. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing a turnover.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 31, Colorado 22.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the bit. And a first down for this offense. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it. Keep getting those stats.
Looking for a crease. It's Haynes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Quarterback checking off. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Scanning the field, it's King. Working that left side now. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. Motion from the offense. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Missed a chance to stretch this lead. It's still sitting on 9. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Dropping back, it's King. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Afterburners coming. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
Yeah, and I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Here comes the 2-point try. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
That keeps the score. Georgia Tech 37, Colorado 22.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kick it away.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Boy, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45.
First and 10.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Paul.
He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's King. Looking to scramble. Unleashes one. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. Worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock.
Fires toward the end zone. And he's thrown another interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
With the game in hand, the offense